You are now listening to Creator Corner.
Hi everyone, welcome to Creative Corner.
We're very excited for our guests today, Babanthekidd and Leonard Washington, also known as the Kid. Just a little bit about our guests today. So Baba and the Kid met in college where they bonded over common interests, including the game of basketball and dining at familiar restaurants. Since then, they've formed their YouTube channel called Babanthekidd during the pandemic and have been very successful in creating an audience to spread laughter and joy.
Absolutely. And maybe one more thing you can add is Baba was better in basketball.
Oh my gosh, already?
We forgot that part at the beginning, but no worries. We can go over that.
Man.
Yeah, thank you guys. We're glad to be here. This is going to be awesome. And yeah, we're ready to rock and roll.
Yes, thank you so much for taking the time to chat with us. We're really excited to learn more about you, to learn about how you all got started with your YouTube channel and growing your audience. But would love to get started by learning a little bit about, what inspired both of you to become YouTube artists and digital creators, and more specifically, comedians.
Okay, I can start off with that one, and then I'll let Baba jump in on the tail end, because like you said, a lot of our friendship was based at the dining hall and doing stuff together with friends. And so at the dining hall, we used to have 10, 12 guys all around, and we would react to stuff that happened earlier in the day and moments. And they would all be laughing, and seeing that laughter and the smile and the joy it brought all of us, we kind of wow, this is something we're really good at, something that people like. And then it was kind of Baba that's we should, do a YouTube channel or be YouTube or do something with that. I'm people are, yeah, these are our friends, but people are not going to care if we put it on YouTube. Nobody wants to watch us do that. And he kind of had that vision to put it on YouTube, to be quite honest. So I'll let him take it from there with that part of it.
Yeah, absolutely. As the Kid mentioned, I don't watch reaction videos. I still don't get to this point why people watch us reacting. I don't. It's. I guess it's a good thing for us, so I'm not gonna complain. But I don't really watch reaction videos. But I could tell I was watching some, before we even got started, and I was like, we can do this. We can even have something different avenue of reacting, where, we're not just. One thing about us is that we point out things that nobody else will point out or notice. Mm-hmm. I've gotten the comments before wow, I've watched this video 20 times and I didn't even notice that. And so, of course, the other aspect of laughter as well. A lot of people, just reacting to the video, giving them their props, and that's it. But we also bring laughter into the fold. So we're kind of unique in that setting. And I knew, as we got better, as we build our community, people are going to love us and people are going to enjoy it. So that was my vision on why we should have at least put it on some platform. And of course, YouTube is the biggest platform. So that's what we did.
Your first time being right, Baba. Congratulations. You were right about that one.
So it's great to hear. And it sounded like this whole idea of a reaction video started with your community of friends. So now that you guys have grown a following, can you tell us what that journey of building a community means to you both?
Yeah, absolutely. It's been a tough grind, I'll tell you that much. We're not big on social media. We have Instagrams and stuff, but we really don't post any pictures, only when something, celebratory reason why. That's why we post pictures and things of that nature. So we didn't have any followers, so we really started from ground zero. We started from scratch. I remember one of the first videos we did was Murray. I think Murray reaction.
Yeah.
That's Murray moments. And I remember that got 300 views in a month. Whereas now we're doing 300 views in the first 2-3 hours. So it's been really awesome to see the growth. And I think that's because of just being consistent. We post 3 videos a day, Tuesday, Thursday, Sundays, and we rarely skip. We post every day. And then also, branching out and using other social media platforms like TikTok, for example. Mm-hmm. I have about 64,000 followers there on TikTok. We post snippets on there and kind of bring people into that YouTube. Be like, oh, you want to watch the whole thing? You thought that was funny? Come to YouTube and watch the whole thing. So that really helped and boost us as well in terms of building community and building a safe spot for people to enjoy. So yeah, that's what I was saying.
Yeah, I think I couldn't say it any better than you did. I think one thing for me that I like about the fact that we're building this community is that a lot of times in the comments, when you go to the comment section, there's so many people that are like, oh, like I was going through a rough time and this really made my day, or like this made my day better. I was going through something, or X, Y, and Z. Like I can always come to you guys for a laugh. And I think for me, that's like really big. And those are the comments that I like the most, that we can help somebody get through something tough or, you know, brighten their day just with laughter. So I think that's big for both of us. I want to speak for both of us when I say that.
Yeah, that's incredible. And I love that you all are, you know, spreading joy with others, especially when you think about the timing of when you all launched. You know, we're going through a pandemic. And so, you know, just having that, you know, sharing these reaction videos and getting very earnest and joyous reactions from others. I love that. That's incredible. And it does sound like you all had initial success when you posted those videos. You mentioned getting 300 views out of the gate. And so I am curious though, was there some initial, you know, challenges that you all struggle with in, you know, building that momentum?
Definitely. I would say absolutely. I mean, starting with the challenges for the first part, I mean, I don't know, Baba did a little bit of like streaming or whatever on his computer, but for me, this was like totally foreign. Getting in front of a camera was foreign for me. You know, doing all the recording myself was foreign for me. I didn't do any of that kind of stuff. At the beginning, if you notice in our earlier videos, you'll notice that we both have one earphone in each. We didn't have headsets. Like we're sharing a earphone split, and he has one ear and I have one ear, and we have to stay really close so like it doesn't yank out. And so our production, I think, has gone up a little bit as we continue to grow. And then just from growing our community, I would say absolutely we had a lot of struggles in the beginning. Like Baba said, at first we were doing like the Maury show and like Jerry Springer and these home videos, American Idol, and some of those are still there. But I think it wasn't until we started to dive into that the world of Michael Jackson, where we had our first video that it just went like, oh my gosh, we got it. Like for us, 1,000 views is like 1,000 views, like what? And so like from there, it just kept building and building and building. And I think it took it took 9 months for us to get 1,000 subscribers on YouTube. And that part was very long. But then after that first initial 9 months, I think after that, it's been really quick, you know, so that first hump was very hard for us though.
Yeah, I echo everything he said. One challenge I would mention as well, which is kind of a reason why we wanted also, of course, we're going to stay with reactions. We're not going anywhere reaction-wise. But in terms of going in different avenues, maybe like scripts and things of that nature, is because a lot of YouTube is strict as well in terms of copyright. You know, reacting, because the content is not us that we're reacting to, so a lot of other copyright issues and things of that nature, or we have to maybe dispute it and claim fair use and things of that nature, and you know, delays the drop of the video and things of that nature. So that's one of our biggest challenges we've had in terms of, you know, getting some traction and get things going. It kind of halts us a little bit, halts momentum. But you know, every greatness comes with some adversity, and so we have been working around the adversity, and we'll continue to do that as to grow and make our community proud. So yeah.
No, it's great to hear, just like you know, like you said, every greatness comes with adversity. So it was nice to hear how you guys have grown your community, but also the initial challenges you guys have overcame the past year and a half. So for other digital creators out there, we'd love to shift our focus to the successes you guys have had in the space in both TikTok and YouTube. So can you tell us like how you have used social media and just digital tools to really impact how you guys pursue financing your creative projects or just future endeavors you guys have in mind?
Yeah, absolutely. One advice I would give to upcoming is just start. You're never going to be ready. As the kid mentioned, we was using this is the exact earphones we were using. The exact old Apple ones, not even AirPods, where we had to share in each. We didn't have that great of a camera. Quality wasn't that great. We got a cheap mic. The production wasn't really that great, but we were still growing. We were still getting momentum. We got 1,000 subscribers with all that equipment. So just start. You know, you just start, get a grip on everything. Learn yourself, learn what you want to do and things of that nature. And very important to be consistent. I cannot stress that enough. You have to be. The growth is going to come if you remain consistent. So that's very important as well. And yes, leveraging other social media platforms. Right now, the biggest platform which has billions of users is TikTok. And that's what really promote. I'm not gonna lie, I take an L. I'm not that big of a TikTok guy. I was like, TikTok. It's for you, the young cats. I'm not doing dancing and stuff like that. And I remember, we're gonna give a shout out to one of our supporters, Applehead. Yeah, he posted one of our videos on YouTube on a TikTok. She was like, I love these guys. They're so funny. And it got 2 million views. And we got about 800 followers just from that. Mm-hmm. She posted and everything, and we got 800 followers. So we're like, okay, never mind.
Yeah, this is a different animal. Like
TikTok, I love you. You're amazing. I'm sorry I took everything back. And from then, it's been smooth sailing and it's been propelling ever since. And that's helping the YouTube because people are coming from those social media platforms, come to our YouTube videos, subscribing to our channel, things of that nature. So really leverage that. Use Instagram as well. Use Twitter. Use all these different. Come to Binge Builder. Use Binge Builder as well. Just brand and spread your wings because growth is very important. Because when you grow, the sky's the limit.
Yeah, I think I echo what you said. Consistency is the biggest thing for me. It's just so your consumers have something to expect, time after time, and as you go, it will grow. And leveraging all the platforms is also a good tool because of the sharing, to be able to share. For us, like you said, TikTok and even on Instagram, people have shared us, and then we've gotten bigger because a bigger person will see it and share it, and then it'll bring light onto us. And as far as the second part of your question about monetizing, I think for us, as of right now, the only person that we monetize with is YouTube at this time. So we still have to, get bigger for TikTok to monetize. And I think that continues to be for us, one of our current struggles is getting that monetization piece more consistent because as Baba said earlier, a lot of what we do on YouTube is reacting to other people's videos. And so they are copywriting those and they are claiming those as, that's their content. So we don't really monetize as much as we would like to. Some of it is like some of the more live performances we do monetize off of. And then some of the ones like you said, the Maury Show and Jerry Springer Show and our own stuff we monetize off. But I think that's an area that for us now is probably our biggest room for growth is to figure out how to consistently monetize and not just relying on solely YouTube because we are doing those reactions for other people. So it's not, consistent for us at this time.
Yeah, thank you so much for sharing that. I know when we speak to a lot of creators, this is a challenge we talk a lot about, which is, how do we fund our creative projects and how do we create that stream of consistent income to really support that ongoing success of our creative projects as well. So I really appreciate that honesty there around that answer. And there's something that you mentioned earlier as well, which was really the importance of using digital tools to really empower your subscribers to share your content across different platforms. And so you mentioned that pivot to TikTok. And so I would love to just understand a little bit more about, how you're engaging your community into these different platforms. And I know you mentioned a little bit about consistency there. So I would love to hear more about that.
Yeah, for us, I know, like you said, the sharing of the different on the different platforms. And on these platforms, we're very interactive with the people that do watch them. As far as the comment section, a lot of our videos, there are some that we come up with, but I would say a good 75% are just people's recommendations that we come in and they're like, hey, you guys should do this. I think it'll be great for you. And we really do listen to people and what they recommend. And we're very interactive. So I think that piece of it for me is my answer.
I cannot add anything. That's perfect. Just, engaging with the community is very important. Listening to them because they are your viewers. Without them, you're not going to be anything. So you do have to listen to them, take their advice, see what it is that they want to watch and make them happy. So I echo everything you said.
No, thank you for sharing that. And I guess you guys have already answered our next question. So we'll like to transition to kind of like your familiarity in the NFT space and the crypto space. Can you just share, what knowledge you guys have about this new space of NFT?
Yeah, absolutely. To be honest with you, I'm still getting knowledge day in and day out every day. I'm not too familiar with the NFT space, but we have this mindset of, putting our eggs as much basket as possible that don't go against our morals, our ethical values and things of that nature. As we know, not TikTok, but crypto is kind of running the world right now. You can even buy a Tesla with crypto and things of that nature. It's becoming a form of currency. And so whatever way we can dip into, branch into different and be innovative and help our channel grow is something that's very important to us. That's why we wanted to join with Binge Builder, and that's why we're kind of getting a better understanding of NFTs and crypto space, things of that nature. Kid, do you have anything to add to that?
I mean, not too much. Like you said, I think we're very new to the space, very raw. For me, as far as the crypto world, my knowledge is that I invested in Bitcoin one time, and then I got scared and pulled my money right back out like 5 minutes later. So I don't I don't have much for you. And then of course, I'm still of course trying to gain the concept of NFTs. Like I see when I go on social media and these different I don't know, it looks almost like a baseball memorabilia card with some type of cartoon spinning, and it's glossed over and highlighted, and it's this card can help them to do something great, but I don't know what that is. I don't understand. I see it, but I don't really understand it. And something that we are working to understand more and see also how we can leverage and how we can use it to put content behind it or continue to push. So something that we are eager to learn about.
Yeah. And I think that's very interesting because a lot of creators that we've chatted with actually, have a very similar sentiment around, being very new to the NFT space, crypto space, and more so really viewing it as a tool to either build their brand or expand their community. And so I know you all mentioned you all are very new to the space and more so not just dabbling a bit and connecting with platforms like BBX, but in terms of just speculating here for a second, how do you all foresee a tool like crypto potentially being helpful in terms of just propelling your brand and community forward?
Yeah. So for me, with my limited knowledge, I feel like crypto is, for us, like I said, in our comment section, we listen to a lot. There sometimes are videos they may recommend that we think might not be as big to the general mass audience, so we might not do them, but we'd like to do them, but we have to pick things that we think everybody would like. And I think that crypto NFT gives us a chance to do things that are more catered towards a smaller demographic, or maybe just one person that wants a specific video that they'd like to request. We could use that crypto and give them kind of that content just for them. That's how I envision us using it for our platform anyways. Yeah,
absolutely. And to answer your question, also that BBX and NFT space has a different community, so if we can tap into that community, of course, growth as well in terms of our platform and things of that nature, while exchange of, we giving them what they want and they helping us grow and getting more of an audience. So that's something we would love to use Binge Builder too as well. And hopefully, be successful for them as well. So.
Yeah, definitely. That's something we've seen a lot in the NFT space recently, where a lot of folks are launching a project and they're utilizing this project as not only a way for them to engage with their community, but also drive utility for that community. And so exactly what you all are mentioning there, not only connecting with your audience in a different form, but also ensuring that you are adding value to what they're most interested in. So something very niche or specific, you're able to share that with them. And so I think, that's incredible. And thank you so much for, speculating with us, even though I know it's a new space for you all. And so really with the purpose of BBX, it is for that reason to help bridge that gap between creators in the NFT space. So really being that resource that can help advise on these NFT projects, advise on, expanding your creative endeavors, and just different ways to connect with different folks in the NFT community. And so, last question here we have is really focused around, what makes you excited about being a partner with BBX, partnering with BBX and partnering with a platform like ours?
Oh, Bobby, you're on mute, I think.
Well, absolutely. I'll just echo what I said a few minutes ago in terms of, just reaching a different brand, reaching a different community. I believe that community is going to love our content. I would like to think as well, or I hope, but also just reaching that, because we're all about growth here. We want to grow. So reaching that different audience, I think will help, a good partnership between Babanthekidd and BBX. And I think that's kind of our main priority as well. And the kid mentioned as well, just giving them exclusive content. As he mentioned, there's some people that, they have said what in the comments what they want us to react to, but we're not going to be able to do or get to. And so this will be a great way to give them exclusive content, exclusive NFTs, which they can do whatever with, whether to keep it, sell it in a later date, just have some currency for supporting us and being such a great supporter. So that's something for us to also give back to them as well, which is going to be very exciting.
Yeah, I mean, I can't really, there's nothing really more for me to add after that, Baba. I think that you said it perfectly. I mean, for us, I think growth is the biggest thing for us. And whatever platform that can be, or, we're not locked into any type of YouTube deal or TikTok deal or anything like that. And we're just trying to grow on as many platforms as we can, as many as possible, to just share our brand. So I think BBS brings that excitement and that possibility for us.
Definitely. No, really appreciate you both sharing kind of the excitement and the alignment of you guys growing as a brand, but also how BBX can really help that brand propel and grow to new audiences, but also keeping your current audience engaged as well. Mm-hmm. So in closing, we just have a couple of questions that we like to ask our guests. The first one is, in 5 words, describe NFTs.
5 words.
The kid, you want to tackle that one, or should I?
You should tackle that one.
Okay, 5, what I can think of right now on the top of my head, I would say brand. Just having a brand in an NFT space. I would say a community, because NFT has their own special community. I know they have like even Discords and things of that nature where they share different NFTs, different ideas. So definitely community. I would also say currency. It's a different form of currency now. As I mentioned before, you can buy Tesla with Bitcoin or whatever it is. It's becoming a new currency, and which means it's becoming the future. There may be a time where we don't have any dollars anymore. We're just using crypto and things of that nature. Our kids and things of that nature is doing that. And then lastly, I would say probably, which is very also important too, and why it's becoming such a big thing, is exclusivity. Just being exclusive. Not everybody can have it. Not everybody can touch it. Not everybody can use it. And we know how much we love exclusivity. Being the only. So that's very important, and that's why I think the NFT space is growing as big as it is. So those are the 5 I would say.
I'll just add a 6th, just because I didn't have any for you. I think creativity, is another one. Yeah. And able to do kind of what you want, give you some flexibility, as well as, like I said, I don't really know what I was looking at when I'm looking at those different cards and different logos and stuff, but I really think they're super cool, and everybody kind of has their own little thing and own little marketing scheme behind it. So I think it just allows creatives to even create more and be more, creative.
No, definitely. Definitely love all 6 terms. And then lastly, where can we find you on social media for our listeners and our viewers?
Oh, that's the easy one. Babanthekidd. I think that's our username on everything. On
what's going on here? Wow.
What do you mean?
Wow. What do you mean?
Babanthekidd.
Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, BBX, Babanthekidd. That's BABANTHEKIDD. So that's what and everything. Wanted to quickly ask before we hop off here, Dahlia and Mary, is this the first time? Well, how long have you guys been doing? Let me ask. How long have you guys been doing, interviews so far for BBX and interviewing other, content creators?
Yeah, so we're also very new to the space. So we actually launched the YouTube in January. I think was like when we first launched the first video. So yeah, definitely was relating to some of the things that you mentioned there around, the production value and those different areas there.
Absolutely. I say that because you guys, this was amazing. The flow was really
right.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's great to hear.
I've been doing this for years. So this was a very awesome thing. It flowed amazingly. So shout out to Mary, shout out to Dahlia for a great job here. BBX, make sure you increase their pay, please.
Thank you. We'll make sure Andre sees this.
No, we appreciate it. But no, it was great hearing about you both and just learning, how you guys really spread laughter, comedy, and joy to your audience. And we're really excited to, see your future work, your future projects with BBX and also at large. So thank you both for your time.
Thank you for tuning in. Creator Corner is a podcast production presented by the Ars Network. It is hosted by Dalia Zaragoza and Mary Figueroa. This podcast is edited and produced by Muhammad Abdullah Kawish.